Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a quick little tutorial or how-to on how to make your highlight glow. So I know that it's summertime and all that, and then like during the summertime everybody wants to look really glowy, really fresh, dewy, wet, highlighted, I don't know, but you know, like that. So I decided to do this look. I decided to use two different types of highlighters, so a drugstore one and a high-end one. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. So yeah, let's get on to the video. I'm just going to apply some concealer. I'm trying to be a YouTuber, okay? All over here. The foundation kind of already dried up because like I had it on for a while already. But I'm just gonna be using my handy dandy beauty blender. My beauty blender to blend everything out. Okay, so in order to make my highlight glow, what I really like to do is use a strobe cream or just any type of highlighting cream before I powder my face. So the one that I use is the MAC strobe cream in Pink Light. Yes, this.
I can't even see it.
I know. This is before I put on all my powders, because if I put this on after I put on my powders, it kind of picks up the product and it doesn't look as good as it would without that first. Anyways, so all I do is get a little bit of this on the back of my hand, just a little bit. Then I get my beauty blender that's obviously damp, getting a little bit of that on it, and then I'll be applying it to the high points of my cheeks, which would be right here. Alright, so can you see the difference between this one and this one? Then I'll put it on this side too. So you can see that there's a little bit of more of a glow right there, which is what we're trying to do. So this is going to help a lot when you put on the powder highlight after. Alright, now that I have all my liquid stuff done, all my cream, everything like that, I'm going to be going in with powder. The powder that I'm going to be using is... My beauty blender fell! No! Anyways. The powder that I'm going to be using is a Laura Mercier A powder, which is like my favorite powder in the whole wide world. So I'm just going to be checking to make sure that I don't have any creases or anything under my eyes or on my mouth area, which I see that I have a little bit. So I'm just going to go over it with the beauty blender to kind of blend it away. Just right in this area. I'm not going to go all the way over here because my skin is kind of, well, it is dry. It's very dry. So because of that, I'm just going to be applying it where I don't want it to crease. That's usually what I use powder for, and just to set my makeup because sometimes it can transfer. Making sure my forehead is good, my nose. And then using a powder puff, I'm just going to be getting a little bit of powder, not a lot. And I'm just going to be putting it right at the corner of my eye. Right here. I also do this when I'm applying the strobe cream because I don't want the powder to kind of mattify the kind of like the glow that we have on. Then just applying a little bit of powder on my nose and just the tiniest bit around this area of my cheeks when I go in with the bronzer to make sure that it goes in better. After that, I'm just going to apply some bronzer. 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 A little bit here. Bronze, bronze, bronze. Okay, now that I have bronzer on, the next thing to do is to go in with my highlighters. So what I want to do is show you guys two different types of highlighters. A drugstore option and then a high-end, more high-end option. So the high-end one that I use, the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter with Amrezy. I think since it's limited edition, I'm pretty sure that like it's all out already, but this is kind of how it looks like. I really like this one because it doesn't have a lot of sparkle. Like, it's just a very nice shine through the face. Since if you haven't been able to get this one because they're sold out, there's other ones like the Becca highlights. This is really good. I really like these, but I feel like this one is more intense when it comes to the highlight. I really like how more, in a way, natural this one looks. But I'm pretty sure that there's a lot, like if you go to Sephora or Ulta or something like that, you can find something similar to this. For the drugstore option, the one that I have is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder. I think this is like the only pinky color that I have, but I really like it, especially when I do kind of more of like a pink hue on the eyes and stuff like that. I like to put this in like my inner corner, and then also since this strobe cream does have a little bit of a pink tint to it, I really like how it looks in combination of this. So I'm going to be showing you both of them. So I'll be doing one on this side and one on this side. So for the Wet n Wild side, I'm going to be using this type of brush. I'm going to get some right here, tap off the excess, and apply it on my face. Alright, so this is kind of how it's looking like. Applying it to the cheekbone. And after that, going over with my beauty blender kind of just to blend it in with the skin a little bit. And then for this side, I'll be using the high-end one, the more expensive one again. So this is more of like a champagne-y, goldy color too, and I'll be using a fan brush to apply that. So the drugstore side is a little bit more subtle when it comes to the glowing part, but as you can see, this one's very not so subtle. Just looks wet, you know. Going over with my beauty blender. Alright, for blush, if I decide to do more of a matte kind of look, then I would go in with this one. I'm like almost hitting pan. There's a little dot right there. So this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush Essential. It's what I use for almost every look. But this is more of a matte look, but if you want something more glowy, for the summertime, I like to use a Milani Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso. This is like really old, so like the packaging is pretty much like... But it's really nice because it has a sheen, so I'm going to go in with this one because I do want more of a little bit of a glow, even though I do have like a matte foundation on right now. Just gonna lightly tap over with an angled blush brush. So next, just to make everything even more glowy, I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, whatever it's called. It's the Fix Plus, right? The MAC Fix Plus. This is a really good spray if you want, you know, everything to be blended and everything. I really like this one because it makes everything very dewy, which is really nice, especially for the summertime. So I'm just going to put this all over my face.
Looks like water.
Hydration. Then right when it's about to finish setting, I'm going to go over it again with a little bit of powder. But instead of sweeping it, I'm going to just tap it on because I don't want anything to kind of, what's it called, get all streaky or anything. So right when it's almost about to dry, I'm just going to pat on the product. Can you see the difference? There's this side right here that you can see, which is the drugstore side. Then there's the high-end side. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I ended up finishing up the highlighting with the Wet n Wild one. I put it on my cupid's bow, my nose, a little bit above my brow, and then in my inner corners just a little bit. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. So if you want to get notified, please hit that bell.
You say that.
If there's anything else that you would like to see, even if it's not beauty related, please comment that down below as well. Thank you so much. Bye! Thanks.
An avocado.
It's an avocado. Thanks. Oh.
Go that way. No,
Hit that bell notification because I know that that's how you get notified. So if you want to get
you have to do many ways either way. Hey guys, it's Allison.
Hey guys.
Ew, no. You look like the Bend and Snap from Legally Blonde.
And snap.